Sri Shankar Maharaj, Chapter 56. Shankar Maharaj's Instructions. Sri Shankar Maharaj was an idol of great Indian culture. He disliked people who follow the spiritual path by neglecting their domestic life and their family. He believed that one should first accept his family with all the responsibilities and then only follow the divine spiritual path. Maharaj was a great avalya who always rushed to save his devotees. He always told his devotees to worship real ascetics or saints without keeping greed in their mind, and then only they can taste the sweet fruit of spiritual path. Maharaj was against spells and charms. While following the spiritual path, an individual acquires false spirits in the initial mental stage. And on the acquired false spirits, he performs unusual acts. Innocent people gather around such individuals, and the individual turns into hypocritical ascetic or saint. These individuals are always aloof from real spiritual path. Sri Sadguru Shankar Maharaj never used spells or charms. He hated people who followed the path of spells or charms, and if he come across such people, he taught them appropriate lessons. He also kept such people away from him. Maharaj bore all the spirits of the universe, but he never used them. Only if he felt it necessary, he used his spirits to bless his devotees. Sri Shankar Maharaj created miracles only to save his devotees' life or solve their problems. A human being's real grace is in his good deeds, and so he should always be away from the six passions of life. Hence, you should keep your body as well as your mind pure, because you cannot clean or wash your mind with any soap. So, good deeds are very important for you to keep your impact on the society. You should always be true to yourself, to your God, and to the people. This will make you lead a life with pride. With the help of honesty, you can acquire peace and satisfaction in life. Self control gives you wealth, and if you lose that, you would become a devil. You should always take great care of your parents. You should never forget your guardian goddess and should always worship her because she is your mother. Always help others in grief and never give them pain. Always be in good company because it helps us to get rid of bad deeds. You should always do your duty with great care and concentration. Always read biographies of real ascetics and saints and recite divine spiritual books. Always keep a satisfied mind and soul. Humanity and good deeds to others is the real human religion. Help the poor by giving them food, clothes, and shelter. Always recite the name of your Guru with your heart and mind. By the faith in your Guru, you can acquire everything in life and can also find God within your heart rather than wandering around the universe. You should always look upon people living in grief who are penniless, having no appropriate clothes or shelter. If we see the grief and pains of the people living in poverty, we will surely understand that our God has given us so much happiness. Our God has given us more than the people who are handicapped, blind, deaf, or dumb, because there is always law in the royal court of the God. Our life may travel through the darkness of various problems, but there is surely a bright sunrise in our life. Every human is born with grief and pain and is trapped in the circles of happiness and grief. If you want to lead a happy life, then you should sacrifice your greed and should always keep faith in your Guru. He is the one who will take you away from the storm of your problems. You should never be proud in your practical life nor in your spiritual path. Be satisfied with what our God has given us. Never run after money. Do a honest business. Don't cheat or abuse anyone. Don't increase your needs more than your income and lead your whole life in misery, fulfilling these unwanted needs. You should never believe in custom of castes and creeds. Always read books, especially religious holy books like Dhyaneshwari, Dasbodh, and Bhagavad Gita. Always celebrate incarnations and death anniversaries of real ascetics and saints by distributing food to people. It will bring you prosperity. Never run after wealth. It will give you only grief. So ask only according to your requirement to your God. Don't praise your good deeds yourself and be honest. Never lie because you will increase your responsibility. So avoid it by saying only the truth. This world is a market of huge malls of spiritual matters. Take the appropriate and the right thing according to your requirements. If you select the right spiritual path towards God, your achievement will be good. And if you go for the false spiritual path, everything will be wrong. The whole universe is full of love and affection. So enjoy the sweetness of love. These instructions were given by Sri Shankar Maharaj to his devotees in order to lead a happy and a satisfied practical as well as spiritual life. Jai Shankar Maharaj.